Hello. So, a very quick reflection, if that's possible for me today. A question, but I'm afraid no answer. And that is on this subconscious sex question. If there is such a thing as a subconscious sex, something in our psyche that tells us how to present what our sex should be. Um, why is it that most cross dressers aren't gay? In other words, they don't actively want to attract, in the case of a male to female crossdresser, a male, and vice versa. There are some exceptions there, of course. It's also the case that most, as I understand it, most gay people aren't cross-dressers, or they don't feel, one of the partners doesn't feel a need to cross-dress, generally speaking. There are, again, exceptions in order to attract a mate. By definition of what homosexuality, gay sex is about attracting someone of the same sex. So perhaps that one's a little bit more understandable. But if the subconscious sex theory is true, why is it that some of us have this in our psyche, this idea that we are of the opposite gender, or want to be of the opposite gender to that of the body we're born into? I don't know. I think it's possibly another aspect of being dysphoric, this dissonance between the different components that make up a human being, that are part of our, struggle to use the word programming, but what we are born with. And the idea that there is, that we have a psyche, we have something that is beyond what is merely created at the time of conception, as it were. And our physicality, our actual sensual behavior, are related very often, but are distinct as well, or can be. That would be my explanation for it. But of course, I don't know. It is very much one of these questions that I don't think we're going to get an answer to. But it's an interesting one to pose. And it also suggests to me, perhaps, that the physical body, the sensual body, has its own intelligence. Perhaps we kind of know that. For example, when we feel hunger pains, that there are physical urges that kick in. That or those responses perhaps are more likely explained by what's going on in the brain and the, I don't know, flow of chemicals in our body and our biology, as opposed to what's going on in our psyche. So no answer to this one just yet. I'm not entirely sure how science would go around trying to prove it, if ever it shows an interest. Of course, it's got to wake up to the idea of there being a subconscious sex as a theory in the first place. But as a part of this ongoing inquiry that I have, I thought this was an interesting question to pose. Maybe you've got an answer. Bless you. Thank you.